What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am so excited. I'm excited because I am thinking all thing 2022 right now. You might think I'm crazy. You might think like, oh girl, we are still in November, we still have December to go, and you're thinking already about New Year resolution. Let me tell you something. I learned the hard way. I've learned that in order to jump further, you've got to back up. You've got to step back, and by stepping back you are able to see the view. You're able to decide on the strategy that is going to push you even further. So that's why it's important that we start talking about that right now. But that is not the subject of this video. Today we are going to talk about why many New Year's resolutions just don't work. Why is it that people set up these goals at the beginning of the year, and at the end of the year they're always like, okay, I barely made one come true. What is it? And I'm going to tell you why. If you don't have the right approach, it's not gonna work for you. If you don't believe me, look at your own resolution, last year resolution. If you made all your goals come true, it means you are unconsciously or consciously applying the right thing, having the right approach to New Year's resolutions. Right, let's dive into it. The reason why many people set goals at the beginning of the year and at the end of the year nothing happened is because of this one thing. It's because of the fact that their level of awareness is so low. Their consciousness about themselves is pretty much non-existent. See, consciousness is a magical thing. When you become aware of something that you don't like about yourself, something that you want to change about yourself or your circumstance or whatever, that awareness has a magical way of affecting your behavior. Just being aware of that thing you don't like about yourself, it triggers something in there. Your behavior start changing. You might even not see the change because it's in micro ways, but it's changing. You are changing toward that particular thing that you don't like about yourself. You start shifting slowly toward what you desire, toward the person you want to be, just by being aware. You can sit down at the end of every year and write these goals for next year and say to yourself, I'm going to discipline myself, I'm going to cultivate this habit, I'm going to quit smoking or drinking, I'm going to start the gym, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Like, we all can do that, okay? But to make it really happen, it would take you being able to check on yourself every time, constantly. Unless and until your consciousness is switched on, unless and until you are constantly aware of yourself, honey, you're lying to yourself. You know what I mean? That is never gonna happen. That is never gonna happen, not because you don't want to, but because you're gonna fall out of habit. You're gonna start, okay? We all do. We all start. We start by saying, okay, that's it. I said that this year I'm not having any cigarette or any alcohol. I said that this year I'm starting the gym. So here I am. I'm going to find the gym. Which gym is near me? I'm going to subscribe. You know, I'm going to be there. We find the day. Thursday is perfect. We start. And then by mid-year, you don't even know when you stopped going to the gym. You know what I mean? By mid-year, you sit in your living room and you're like, damn, when did I even stop going to the gym? And that's how you slip out of habit. That's how you slip out of focus. See, awareness keeps your eyes on the prize, on the goal. So if like me, you've ever been in a position where you wondered why you keep setting goals at the beginning of the year and at the end of the year nothing happened, it's not working for you, then think of this. Really consider your level of awareness, and I promise you it will change everything for you. Raising your consciousness when it comes to yourself is a game changer. It's something that just impacts your life in ways that you just can't even describe. And here I'm not talking about becoming your worst critic. I'm not talking about looking at yourself and being like, okay, I hate myself because I do this, I hate that, I hate it. This is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about looking at yourself in a loving way. When you love yourself, you look at yourself and you're like, okay, I love you so much to let you not go to the gym. No, I love you so much to let you just sit on this couch. Off you go. That is what I'm talking about. When you love yourself, you're aware of your behavior and you start picking on procrastination. You start saying that, okay, you're meant to be doing this and you're sitting here. I love you so much to let you do this. You've got to keep up with what you said you would do. Because I love you. That's why I'm tough on you. And so that is in a way what I'm talking about. And some people are aware of themselves in a very unhealthy way. And they start just criticizing themselves and putting themselves down and all that. That's not what we're talking about here. So become your own parent. Become your own mom or dad. One thing we lost when we became adults is that parental awareness. Our parents were always like, why is she crying? Why is she not eating? Why is she behaving this way? You're supposed to do this every day, so get up. And your mom or dad is always there to make sure that those resolutions are met. But unfortunately, when you become adults, you've got to step up and become your own parent. It changes everything when you can have a conversation with yourself. It changes everything when you can look back at yourself, when you can get out of yourself and look at yourself and be like, hello, darling, what are you doing on the couch? Come on, stand up. It's Thursday. It's gym day. Come on, darling. Come on. Yeah. It sounds funny, right? But sometimes I found myself talking to myself really like that. I'm just like, oh, come on, darling. Come on. Step forward. That's right. Keep going. Yeah. So that is why many people set goals and they don't meet the goals at the end of the year. Now, I'm going to tell you how to make them happen. How to meet those goals at the end of the year. So the first thing you need is awareness. We talked about this already. You need to elevate your consciousness when it comes to yourself. You need to be aware of your being. You need to be aware of your habit, of your ability to stick with what you said you're going to do. You need to be aware of things that you're trying to change. You need to be tracking the process. The second thing is habits. There is no end goal without habits. You cannot make a goal become a reality if you don't get in a routine of doing something consistently. So it's important to specify, to state clearly what are the habits you need in order to get to that goal, in order to meet that goal at the end. Many people say, okay, my New Year resolution is to be fit this year. I need to, I don't know, stop drinking. And stop drinking requires you to not do something or to start doing something to make that happen. If you want to be this time next year happy about yourself, about your achievement, then define clearly what are the habits that you want to cultivate. You are more likely to achieve if you are consistent at doing something. And by doing the same thing again and again at the beginning, because it's not part of you, it's challenging. Yes, it is. That's why we are cultivating it. But once you do something again and again and again and again, it has a magical way of becoming part of us. It becomes something you don't even think twice. It's just flowing through you. This brings us to our third and final step, which is discipline. If you can add discipline to your ability to be aware of yourself, honey, you are going to fly. Next year, I'll be sitting here and you are going to be writing to me saying that I'm so happy I did what you said last year, because right now this is what I achieved, this is what happened, this is where I am, and I will be celebrating with you. You know what I mean? You need only these three things, and I promise you, you're going to be at a different place next year by this time. If you can be aware of yourself, if you can elevate your consciousness, if you can define clearly the goals that you want and clearly the habit that will be needed in order to make those goals become a reality, and if you can be disciplined, if you can be able to notice that, oh, I am procrastinating right now, I am not doing what I said I am going to do, I'm going to find a strategy to always go back to do what I'm supposed to do. Next year, I promise you, you're gonna write to me, and that is going just to be a fantastic thing. Now, I am not talking about being aggressively disciplined. You've got to have an approach when it comes to self-discipline that is not harsh, that is not going to backfire in 2 months time, and you start really getting off track because you can't keep up with your demand. Having an approach in terms of your discipline that sustain your passion and your determination, then I'm telling you, honey, you're going to fly. So that's all I wanted to talk about today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, guys, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I will see you guys in another video. Peace.